You guys, it's Emmy and Cream, and I was so excited because I was about to start work and stream when I finally started feeling better on Friday and Saturday. This is just this Friday and Saturday. And then Saturday night, late night, I get a really bad nosebleed. Like, it wasn't stopping. It was making me throw up blood. Really bad. Oh, by the way, my hair's just in the back. It's like a rainbow mess. Anywho, so, I was in the hospital for a day. By the way, Fairview Cleveland Clinic, don't go there. They were some of the worst doctors I have ever been to. Some of the worst nurses. There was one nurse. She was wonderful. One nurse. I think her name was Tashira or something. She was very sweet. Then the housekeeping, they're very sweet too. And their food was delicious. Their food was... Loved it. It was good. Other than that, though, everything sucked. So, I went to Brunswick, and then they're like, they put a pack in me, and they're like, okay, well, the only place that has, an ENT, ear, nose, throat, is at Fairview. And how they worded it, it made it seem like I was going there, and then I was going to go there, and then he was going to come and fix my nose. So that we could take the clamp off and be fine. And they're like, okay, well, we need you to, so I told them, like, I'm supposed to start back at work. And they're like, well, we'll give you, like, a work note. And I'm like, whatever, like, I've only been not working for 6 weeks. First due to my period. Then because on top of that, I ended up having to get 3 units of blood. And now I just call it a nose tampon. And the thing is that it runs from your nose all the way up. And I can feel it behind my eye. It is, I would rather get like 10 COVID tests than have this thing in. So, and then it turns out they're like, oh, well, he'll see you today, tonight or Monday morning. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? So, they had me excused from work for, yesterday and today. Or no, Monday and Tuesday. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to have you go in and get an appointment at main campus to get this out. And I'm like, I can't fucking get there. Like, in that area of Cleveland, there's 5-lane streets. I know one time I saw a 6-lane one. So, just because I have to hold on, so. But, I can't handle that. I can barely handle, like, 3 and 4 lanes. I hate driving. But an Uber would be like $50 each way. And it's like, I just told him too. I'm like, I can't afford an Uber. Well, do you have any friends that could take you? Bitch, I don't have any friends. You know what? No, I have 3 friends. One lives in Cincinnati. Next one, she works 2 jobs. Like, she literally lives working. That's it. Of course, she's also in her mid-20s and owns a house, so, hey, good on her. She got it before everything started to crash. My 3rd friend lives in New York. Then my fiance's car had to get worked on. The steering didn't work. And then my mother had already been driving around all day, and, I told her, I'm like, hey, can I get a ride? She's like, I've been driving around all day. And, I didn't know when I was going to get discharge papers. Because, that's hospitals. But, so, I just told them straight up, like, I don't have a ride home. I don't. And they're like, well, can you pay for the Uber? And I was like, I have already gone through my hysterectomy fund. Yeah, I had to go in. I used up most of my savings that I did for when I was going to have my hysterectomy. Like, so I can, have stuff. And, oh my god, my glasses are disgusting. They're gross. But it's just like, dude. So, they pay for an Uber. From the time they said that I was going to get an Uber, it took them 2 hours to actually get my discharge papers. Like, really? I texted my mom. She's like, I could have just broke, if, they were having you wait that long, I would have been able to come and get you. I'd just break you out of jail. And I was on the verge of texting my mom saying, like, but I need my discharge papers. And then I thought, is this proof enough that I was in the hospital? So they said, okay. So they're like, okay, well, we can get you in at your local Cleveland clinic, they on Wednesday, and they will call you. They'll call you tomorrow, which was yesterday. And I'm like, okay, cool. I have the phone on. I'm waiting by the phone, like, waiting on it, like 24/7. Like, I'm there. It's getting close to closing. So I call them. I'm like, hey, so what's up? And they're like, we didn't get shit from there. And it's like, you gotta be dicking me. And they're like, I'm sorry. And then I started bawling my eyes out because I'm like, I need to get this thing out. And I was this close to just taking it out myself because they don't need fancy tools for it. And so the poor guy, he was amazing. I forgot to get his name. He said, so he called around and he found that they had one at a different location. And it was like 25 minutes away. And I'm like, hey, I'll do it. I just can't handle the crazy Cleveland shit. So I get a call because from what it sounded like in Fairview, I was getting this thing taken out. They said, so they called me this morning before I was getting ready to go. They're like, yeah, we can't do that. And it's just like, what the fuck? So I'm like crying and sobbing. I'm like, because how am I supposed to work like this? Like, it doesn't, like, it's basically what my fiance said, like, and I described it, he's like, yeah, that sounds like a hangover, and it's like, but, so, I'm like, can I get, like, a work excuse, because I've got this day, and they said, they set up an appointment for Friday, and they will take it out for sure on Friday. They have it go on the longer side because I've had blood clotting problems, and I'm on a blood thinner, so it's just kind of like, wow. And smiling hurts, sneezing hurts, yawning hurts. Oh my god, it's like a constant 7 on the pain scale. I feel horrible. I feel awful. I was so excited because I was going to get back to streaming while working, and it was just going all so perfect until it stopped being good. But this weekend I should be able to start streaming again. Or even Friday. As soon as they get this fucking thing out of me. And I just have to stay calm so I don't rip it out of my own nose. Because that's not a good idea. But it's like, God, that sounds nice. Just getting it out of me, but it's like, oh no. I have a bad thing. I think it must be full, because, like, I get dribbles, and it's just like, oh, but I gradually feel it more, so I don't know if it's just, like, absorbing more. But, yeah, it's no fun having a nose tampon. I hate it. I hate this. I feel like shit the whole time. All the time. I don't like to take pain medicine. Tylenol has not worked at all. The weed doesn't even dull it, which is kind of scary and surprising. So, pretty bad. Pretty bad. And I've got these, beautiful long-term marks on my nose. From the clamp. So, I'm amazed they didn't bruise up, since I'm on blood thinners and all. I'm glad because if that happened, people probably would have been like, yo, some domestic violence. But in reality, there's no, if Chris ever hit me, I would have asked for it. Yeety. But, yeah, I miss you guys. I saw, Rami's, comment. I miss you guys so much. I just feel I feel so shitty. I have had a lot of things done. I think this is like a true 7 or 8. Getting it into my nose was a 9, though. I wanted them to close the door. Because I didn't want people to hear me screaming. Because that's the only thing that helped me with the pain. And my blood pressure was skyrocketing. And they're like, well, your blood pressure's high. And it's like, that's because, I'm on 2 blood pressure meds. Enalapril, by the way, I only know generic names. Because I'm poor as fuck. And that's all my insurance will pay for. Enalapril. And then this weird hydrochlorothiazide mixed with something. And my weed vape. That's how I become a functioning human. So, or closer to more functioning. So, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do an update video. Yeah, like I said, I saw Rami's comment, and I wanted to let you guys know that I'm healing up. I'm gonna be doing a lot better after I get this shit taken out of my nose. But yeah, we'll kick out the I don't remember if we finished stuff, if it was Scarlet or Violet. I don't know. It's on my Switch. But anyway, make sure you guys are getting your eggs ready for our special one where we go through with our ducky guy. Alrighty, guys. I miss you. I will see you guys probably on Friday or Saturday. Alright. Bye, guys.